to replicate what we saw in Winnipeg just a couple of nights back. How much more difficult might it get? I know they're playing in Detroit tonight, but how much difficult does it get when they're going to be coming in here with a head of steam, knowing full well just how quick this team is?
Well, I'm sure they've done their film and tried to execute a game plan and draw up a little something different for us. So it's going to be a different look, but for us it's going to be much the same. They're a quick, heavy team, so it's important for us to establish body position early.
You're a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, but when you get that first one, is there just a sense of relief in the following couple of days? Feel a little bit of a weight off?
Oh, big time, yeah, for sure. It's always nice to just get the first one out of the way. Those are always, oftentimes the toughest ones to get. So it's nice to kind of have that over and done with. But I've liked the way I played, and I've always tried to, approach it with a positive mentality, and I'm half an inch or even less than that from having a few more. So just got to stay positive and be a good teammate, work hard in practice. So that's really what I've been trying to do.
Some fans on Twitter and Instagram were having fun that once you posted the photo shoot and the turtleneck, they said that's going to be the spark for it, and it happened to be it. Is that kind of maybe the new key of the NHL is doing?
Yeah, it could have been. That's all. I just needed a little camera love, I guess. So just feel like I'd step out of the box a little bit. Obviously, with partnering with certain companies, they're good to us. So maybe it worked. I might have to do a little more often in the future.
Naz, you're down a bit about a minute in ice time this year. Did you feel that 1 minute?
Sometimes, depending on the game. I mean, it feels like it can kind of range in between 2 or 3 minutes. But oftentimes when we're stuck killing a few penalties in a row, that's when it becomes you kind of get thrown off your rhythm a little bit. But Babs tries to do the best he can, and mixing me into the rotation, throwing me on the wing with Mats or JT or whatever the case may be, just to keep me involved and keep me engaged in the game. And for me, I've always kind of developed that patience as my career went on, so that's something that's no different.
Is it to be expected though when you've got the 3 centers that you guys have that ice time is going to be spread out? And I guess what are the benefits long term?
Well, it is a benefit long term just because it's such a long season, and you don't have to rely on 1 or 2 guys to carry your team. And I think as those February, March, and April come along, where it becomes a little more exhausting and the schedule becomes a little more grueling, I think it's it's easier to have that depth. And moving into the playoffs, I mean, you want guys to be healthy and you want guys to be energized. So spreading out ice time is obviously a way to do that, especially early on in the year.